I mean, music, I really enjoy it, but I do it to give to others, to help others, to make them happy, maybe cry through a situation. Music that's really just soulful and helping. Music is healing towards the soul, and where words fail, music speaks. Originally in sixth grade, fifth grade, when I was discovering music and what I wanted to do in middle school, I heard the orchestra and I just kind of looked at that and was like, I want to do that. And so that's where I was unsure, because I'm like the first musician in my family, so I don't really know any. At that time, I didn't really know anything. So when I get into class, the orchestra teacher at my middle school ended up playing different instruments, and I was like, oh, I don't know. I want to play viola or cello, because they have the same. They're very similar. But then what happened was my teacher ended up just saying, "You're going to play cello," and from that point, it kind of worked out. I mean, I blossomed in loving it. I practiced a lot, and I just kept going for better and better and pushing myself. My cello was made in 1897, so that's part of the era, kind of leaving the classical, getting into the romantic era. So there's not as much need for sound as there is today. Today, the music is much more bigger. So back then, this cello fits exactly how it is. It's has a really sweet sound. It's has every bit of characteristic what an H cello would be. Notably, you can see marks on it or different things, so there are cracks on it, and that's unfortunate incidents of the past that have been repaired. And yes, for any instrument, any damage done to it can negatively affect the cello. I mean, well, history, it's been through both world wars. It was around the neck, where the neck meets the body of the instrument. It looked like it was splintered out, and it was repaired just fine. But yeah, it's been through a lot. You can tell just by looking at it that it's been played.
Has battle scars.
Yes. I can't do that. I have to connect. Currently, the hardest thing that I'm learning is the Tchaikovsky Rococo Variations, which is a piece written with a theme. So, but then each variation, which there are 7 variations, it changes, and it's a beautifully developed theme, and quite hard to get each individual nuance in the piece to be right. My dream job. So this is a interesting one to talk about. So me being a musician, I'm like, oh, I want to be a musician. Well, what does that bring? So job-wise, I mean, there's an orchestral musician, meaning playing in an orchestra, big or small. There's chamber music, that can be a smaller orchestra, or that can be a quartet. There's solo music. That's what you see, like modern day cellist Amit Peled, or late Jacqueline Dupre, or Stephen Isserlis. Cellists like that, cellists of like the big priority, they go and play with these big orchestras, big fancy orchestras all across the world, and they are what people are there to watch. They play the concerto, they play the solo piece, whatever it may be at the time. And then there's other opportunities, like there's teaching and organizing your own music group. So where I see myself, it's always been a dream of mine to play in an orchestra. Through college, that's 4 years, a lot can change, but I think it would be really awesome to play in an orchestra, and along with that, maybe have a cello ensemble. I'm in a cello ensemble right now, and it's another great way of just reaching out towards a community of cellists, and it's like organizing your own orchestra, but it's all cellos, and it's quite fun. Part of that is passing on the knowledge. You're not gonna you're not gonna keep seeing these great instrumentalists, cellists, violinists, any instrument, if you don't share the knowledge that you have. So I don't want to keep that for myself. I want to give it away and help others.